We are live. We are live. Welcome to college football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Flugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, if you love everything about college football, please subscribe to our ever-growing channel. Smash that like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Welcome in. Welcome in to the studio that sits on the corner of Keith Jackson Parkway and Kurt Gowdy Avenue. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to be a PATC legend. In the comments or in the phone calls at halftime or post-game, buckle in, brace for impact. Illinois, the Fighting Illini versus the Kansas Jayhawks. Everybody's in love with the Jayhawks. Illinois, Kansas, non-conference game. Welcome on in. Now, we have a little bit of a different setup here. I've got two monitors. I've got a monitor over here. I got the same monitor up there. Now, in all the watch parties we've done here in the last year, and then week 0 and week 1, and now we are week 2 of college football season, I've been well behind you guys when I watch the game. And some of that can't be controlled. Some of that was okay because it's better if you all watch, if you all have your reaction, you put in the comments section, you watch my reaction. But I have a monitor here that is going to be way ahead of the monitor that I've been using. So maybe tonight I will be on pace with you with the action that I'm watching, that you're watching together. I don't know if you're going to like that. You might not like that. Maybe I quit watching this monitor and only watch that monitor. To begin with, I'm going to watch the monitor that might be where you guys are at. And then a few seconds later, 10 seconds later, 12 seconds later, I'll watch the replay on the big monitor. I don't know. We'll see how it works. But I'm just, because I know a lot of people, every single time we do a watch party, Greg, you're way behind me. Greg, and for some people, I'm too far behind to make it so that you enjoy what we're doing. So we've made some changes, and now maybe I'm at the same rhythm of the game that you are in, and hopefully you enjoy that. If you don't, if you want me to go back to where you see my reaction after you guys have fallen out of your chair from what you have just seen, then we'll go back to that, okay? We'll figure it out. We'll figure out. Now, PATC community went heavily with the Kansas Jayhawks, -3 points. Let's post that up. Let's post, I don't know which one that is. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Your host is already screwing up. Oh, I got lucky. That was pure luck that I got it right. Okay. The PATC community went heavy on the Kansas Jayhawks, -3. While your host, I took the Fighting Illini +3. So we'll see what happens tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what happens tonight. Look, I expect it to be a close game, tough game. I believe Illinois will play a better game than they did against game 1, but Toledo Rockets are good. They're the best MAC program right now in the conference. Illinois was shaky at times. For what I'm interested in is what I was so hyped up about the Fighting Illini team this year was their defensive line, especially Newton and Randolph. Everyone's heard about it. They are legit NFL players. The total defensive line is legit. But if you look at the numbers against Toledo, they really didn't get the job done. They did not get the job done. So tonight, I expect them to be able to get to Jalen Daniels. Even though he's crafty, he's swifty, he can make the moves. And Devin Neal and the whole Luke Grimm and the wide receivers, they got a plethora of wide receivers at Kansas. They got a plethora of them. They got 4 of them. But I believe Illinois is going to get to Daniels just enough. Yes, he's coming back week 2. This is his first game to where Illinois is going to be able to wear down the offense, wear down the defense. Luke Altmaier and Illinois' running game has to get better from last week as well. So I believe Illinois covers. I believe Illinois wins the game. Most people in the chat room thinks I'm absolutely crazy. Am I crazy? Or am I crazy like a fox? Let me thank everybody who has come in. Skull Ducky, thank you so much. AMAC, Fighting Illini. Ted is in the house. Big one for my Illini tonight. Maria says hello to everybody. Mireya Hernandez Flugar, the moderator of College Football's Peek Around the Corner. The one who rules with an iron fist. John, appreciate you coming on in. Randy Taylor, thank you. Ted Evans. Friday Night Watch Party. Greg must got his voice back. I think I've just gotten it back. I even struggled today with it. In fact, I feel a little... I don't have it all the way back. When I did the emergency episode 306, and if you haven't watched it, watch it at halftime or watch it after the watch party. We'll talk about it here in a minute. I felt my voice was going out when I was doing that episode. So we'll see how long it lasts tonight. I'm expected to go the whole way. The last live watch party we did was West Virginia and Penn State, and that was the first time I ever stopped halfway through a game at halftime because my voice was killing me. So hopefully, but look, when I do these, I get excited, I yell, I scream. It's hard for me to keep my emotions intact when watching a college football game. That's just how it is. I cannot just suppress who I am, what I am, a college football fanatic. And I think you are as well, else you wouldn't be watching this watch party with me. So it's difficult. Alan, thanks for coming on in. Appreciate it. Annie, appreciate it for coming on in. Coos Corner, the legendary Justin Walker from Coos Corner. What's up, PATC community? Sean is in the house. Let's go, Kansas. Let's go, Kansas. Greg, I like the behind. The way we get to watch his reactions. The delay doesn't bother me like others. We'll see how it goes. If we want the delay back, then I'll just watch that screen. I might not be bright enough to even remember that I have another monitor over here. So we'll see how it goes. Wow, Allen's picking Kansas 56, Illinois 14. I think people are misrepresenting the Fighting Illini in the chat room. I think people are going to be a little... Well, let's just see. Let's see how the first quarter plays out. We'll see how much action I put up on the old Peek Around the Corner, very sophisticated scoreboard. Craig the Heater, that's right, I'm 6-6. And this Fighting Illini game at +3 is going to put me over the 500 mark for the first time probably since week 1 of last year. So a whole entire calendar year. That's how important this game is for Greg the Cooler to become Greg the Heater. If I win this game, if I cover the spread, suddenly I am 7-6. A fantastic, a respectable, I'm over 500 with a 7-6 record. Clint Moses, Jayhawks win by 14. Joe, can we wind 10 seconds to be aligned with Greg? Sean, TCB Baylor. Ray, LA, I have Illinois for $20. $20. If Baylor can win tomorrow, that would be awesome and much needed. Okay, thanks for all coming in. I appreciate it. Okay, well, let's talk about the big news today. First of all, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Please smash that like button if you want to make sure your comment is read during the game. If you want to contribute to keep our lights on here at Peek Around the Corner, hit that $sign, give us a donation, and we would so much appreciate it. That's how we keep going on this channel. And please share the video with your friends and family, your neighbors. Spread the word of college football's Peek Around the Corner, and then go to our link in the description. There is a merchandise store, Cloak and Dagger mugs, Keep Your Head on a Swivel t-shirts. Go check it out. Now, let's get to the story of today. And I was surprised. I've been very busy today. It's been a very busy week. It's going to be a very busy weekend. And next week's going to be very busy. At some point, when it comes to family and personal stuff and everything, there will be some relief. So we'll get to that point. But right now, I was shocked. After I did the episode, the emergency episode on Washington State and Oregon State taking legal action against the Pac-12, I was expecting Twitter to be mainly, kind of agreeing with me. That I don't blame Oregon State and Washington State, number one. And I honestly, I think they have a great case to be made. They should be the only voting members. According to the Pac-12 bylaws, it goes down to the Pac-12 bylaws, correct? And in accordance to the Pac-12 bylaws, which, by the way, all the Pac-12 members voted on, it basically says that if you are a team that has withdrawn from the conference, you get withdrawn from the Pac board meetings. Therefore, you don't have a vote. You do not have a vote. When USC and UCLA, when they withdraw from the conference, when they made it known that they were going to be a part of the Big Ten on July 1st, 2024, they haven't been invited to the Pac-12 board meetings when it comes to decisions in regards to the conference, to the future of the conference. Colorado, DeStefano, the chancellor, wasn't invited to any of the Pac-12 board meetings after July 27th. So the only two schools that really should be part of the Pac-12 board is Washington State and Oregon State, per the Pac-12 bylaws. Am I missing something? I probably am. It's probably a lot more complicated than that. But I get it. I see the pathway. Now, people in the chat room are probably telling me that I'm, again, crazy. But now I at least see the pathway. I see the madness, the logic of the madness of what Washington State and Oregon State are trying to accomplish in trying to do a reverse merger with the Mountain West Conference, where it has to include all the Mountain West Conference. Then you become the Pac-12 in name, in structure, legally. And then you get your hands on the Pac-12 network. Now, we all criticize and make fun of the Pac-12 network, but there have been millions and millions and millions of dollars invested in the infrastructure of the production arm of the Pac-12 network. That has value. The other 10 former Pac-12 schools, or at least Pac-12 schools for this year, they're trying to make sure that the Pac-12, the assets, are divvied up among all the schools and that they get their cut. But the problem is, I don't believe They have voting power, according to the Pac-12 bylaws. I at least understand where Washington and Oregon State are getting the arguments from. I get their point. And why won't they look out for their best interest? Everybody else looked out for their best interest. So even if they go down swinging, even if they fail in this, what they're trying to do not right now is they're basically putting a restraining order on the Pac-12, on George Kliavkoff and the other 10 Pac-12 schools, trying to stop that September 13th board meeting from happening. Because they believe, Washington State and Oregon State believe, that all the Pac-12 schools and George Kliavkoff are trying to dissolve the conference by a vote. And it would take 75% or more of the vote, and they have the votes. And once they dissolve the votes, dissolve the conference by the voting, they get to piece out all the assets. But Washington State and Oregon State are arguing is they don't have the ability to vote. They don't have the power to vote. They gave up their ability to vote in the Pac-12 board meetings because that's what it states in the Pac-12 bylaws. So I want to get your comments. I want to read your comments, and we'll talk about it later with phone calls. The game's going to be starting in 11 minutes. Kyle Vicious says, I hope Oregon State and Wazoo win whatever they're asking for. Have you read the bylaws, Greg? Yes, I have. I did. I may be completely misunderstanding it, Skolducky. I may have missed it. Please explain it to me in the comments section. Ted, the fight in the line. I want them to get the cut, but I think they would have to rebuild the conference to have a legitimate beef. True, but all it would take, okay, I shouldn't say all that it would take, but if they're able to claim all the assets, then why would Gloria Nevarez and the Mountain West schools dissolve their conference and join Washington State and Oregon State and become the new Pac-12? Now, granted, they're not going to be an autonomous 5 conference. They're not going to get the same playoff distribution rate cut of money that the other 4 autonomous conferences get. That is my belief. They're not going to magically become an autonomous conference. I don't think. If they shoot for it, fine. I understand it. But I do believe they're going to be getting all the assets that are coming to them if they can make this happen. If they can actually claim the Pac-12 network and all the other assets that are coming to them, because there's other money in the till that has to do outside of the Pac-12 network. Why wouldn't Gloria Nevarez and the Mountain West schools say, all right, we'll just dissolve this thing. None of us pay the $30-some million. We go over to Washington State and Oregon State. It's the Pac-12. If they get CBS and CBS has a media deal with the Mountain West, and that plays over for the next couple of years with Washington State and Oregon State included. I don't know about that, Greg, but something came up that was interesting. Was Washington State is not an original founder. The only one was Oregon State. So the original founders of Oregon, Oregon State, Cal, Washington can only decide what happens. I don't understand that, but the Pac-12 bylaws does not distinguish between original members and non-original members. I can tell you that the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers was an original member of the Big Ten, and the Ohio State Buckeyes were not, but yet Ohio State Buckeyes although both schools have one vote, one is much more powerful than the other, and the one that's the most powerful does not wear the maroon and gold. So that only gets you so far being an original member. But again, if there's anything to that, send it to my Twitter account at Flag Empire or here in the comments section. I don't believe, JB says Oregon State, Washington State also want to keep all those assets from the Mountain West Conference schools. I didn't get that out of the article, but if that is in there, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Okay, we're almost ready here for this football game. Illinois, Kansas. Illinois, Kansas. Luke Altmaier, the transfer. First game he did pretty good. The running game let the Fighting Illini down. Let me post some statistics on that. For whatever reason, okay. Hold on one second, everybody. Hold on. I got it here. I got it. Now this is what I was pointing to right here. This is what I was pointing to. This Illinois game against Toledo, a lot of things went wrong for Illinois. But it's that running game. Luke Altmaier led the team in rushing yards. That should not happen. 9 carries for 69 yards. Right? Over 7 yards to carry. Reggie Love, Josh McCray, 23 of 93. Combine those two against Toledo. They need to get Josh McCray going. They need to get Reggie Love a booking. They need Love and McCray to take over the Illinois running game. The Illinois passing attack is not going to be like Kansas. They don't, look, they have Isaiah, of course they have Casey Washington, Isaiah Williams, Pat Bryant had a good game. But they're not going to put it up like Kansas. They're not going to get the production like Kansas. It's this running game. It's this running game that has to get cooking. But not only that, look at the Illinois defense. Look at Josh Newton. No sacks, no tackle for losses. Suzanne Newton. Keith Randolph. Now he had 6 total tackles. No sacks, no tackle for losses. Those cats are used to getting penetration from the defensive tackle position, causing a lot of chaos. They did not cause the chaos, not nearly enough, against Toledo. Now they won the game 30-28, but I was expecting a lot more from Illinois, and I'm expecting to see it tonight. And if we don't see it tonight, maybe the Illinois vaunted front 7, or especially front 4, the vaunted front 4, maybe it's not as special as we thought going into the season. And if that's the case, Illinois may not challenge for the Big Ten West title. But I expect Brett Bielema's team, offensive line, defensive line, to play much better and to grind out a victory against Kansas. Although most of you think I'm absolutely nuts. We shall see. Toledo is a very good football team. I think a lot of people are, we'll see what happens tonight. I think a lot of people are in love with Kansas in this game. And I think it's going to be I think Brett Bielema is going to turn this game into a rock fight. A rock fight. What's the line on this game? The line is -3. We're going to post it up on your screen right now. Kansas -3. PATC community took Kansas -3. And your host took the Fighting Illini of Illinois +3. So there's a big difference of opinion. Big difference of opinion here between Peek Around the Corner, the host, and the community. Coos Corner. Kansas returns 17 starters from last year. They should be good, but never count out a Brett Bielema. Don't count them out. ESPN has Kansas as -3.5. We're using the line 3. We're using the line 3. So no, Kansas, if you win by 3, it's a push. You do not lose. The PATC community will not lose if Kansas only wins by 3 points. Haven't had a good slobber knocker in a while. Okay, I'm all fired up. I'm all fired up. Of course, there's a lot of anxiety. Game 2. Week 2. Illinois 1-0. Tough win against Toledo. Kansas feeling good. 1-0, and they got Jalen Daniels back. So maybe there's some anxiety in the Fighting Illini fan base. Devin Neal. Only returning 1,000-yard rusher in the Big 12. Devin Neal.
Build up until I can't hear. That my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety filling up every space, no privacy.
Jalen Daniels warming up.
Silently, it could build and build.
Black uniforms, Kansas.
It's taking over. Damn, no closure. Moving closer. No exposure.
Yeah, well, the Minnesota Golden Gophers are wearing black uniforms for tomorrow night's game, and I don't like them a bit. Minnesota does not look good in black. I don't know what they're doing. Obviously, I'm not in charge of their uniforms. Here we go now. Illinois, we're going to find out quick. Tony says, let's go, Illinois. Sean says they got the right uniforms. Alan says Daniel's going to put up big numbers tonight. Joel says Bielena's going to turn this game into a knife fight in a dirt alley. It's going to be a rock fight. But we might find out early. Can Kansas, they like that quick passing game, boom, 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 right? 4 receivers out, boom, 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 boom. Maybe Illinois cannot even get to Jalen Daniels. Maybe they won't have the opportunity to even breathe on Jalen Daniels. We might find out pretty quick how this game's going to go. Rock, Chalk, Jayhawks, Alan Tran. Now, for people in the chat, you know how brutally bad I am at keeping an eye on the old chalkboard. So when there's a score, remind me to change the score. Jason Bean, he did a good job. Week 1, 22 of 28, 276 yards, 2 TDs, 41 rushing yards. He's on the field. Is he going to start? Or is it Jalen Daniels going to start? I think it's going to be Daniels, right? Wow. Cam and B, Hawks by 17. Lee says Let's go Illinois. 50-0. 50-0. John Ballard. Let's go Illinois. Should be a good team game. Both teams are on the rise. Ted, Fighting Illini Ted says, not sure how much Daniels will play tonight. Kansas social media guys thinks he will play less than half the snaps. Oh, there it is. Newton and Randolph, number 4 and number 88. They have to play better. They have to be more impactful than they were last week. Newton and Randolph, 88 and number 4. If they're getting penetration, if they're creating chaos without Illinois having to do anything else, then Kansas is in trouble. And that's why I put it on the ticker. I said, on the ticker, I said it's Newton and Randolph versus Daniels and Neal. We'll see who comes out on top. The law firm. Yes, they call them the law firm. Needs to be disruptive tonight. West Virginia plays Duquesne. Is Florida State at the back of the stage, peeking behind the curtain? No, they're at the center of the stage. They're at the center of the stage. They're all alone. I don't expect to hear any announcements anytime. I don't expect I think the next thing we hear, let's put it this way, is Florida State letting ACC know that they're ready to negotiate a price to buy out of the conference, much like SMU bought their way into the conference. And it's going to be in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. And ACC's response to that might be, we're not going to take any deal there's going to be no negotiations. So then at that point, then it probably goes to the court. When Florida State pulls that trigger on a possible, let's try to negotiate a settlement, we don't know. We were told it was going to be the first quarter of 2024. We reported that on December 26, 2022. Does it come earlier? There is a chance it comes earlier. There is a chance it comes earlier, that it comes during this football season. But we don't have any intel here at Peek Around the Corner that tells us when. If we did, we would most likely spill it. Most likely, depending on other situations and how we got that piece of intel. But we don't have it. We do not have it. We'll keep an eye on it. So keep an eye on us as we can keep an eye on that looming huge story. Kansas Jayhawks. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Cincinnati, UCF, Houston win the American. Won the American. Got it. Alan says West Virginia 77, Duquesne 12. If I remember correctly, Duquesne has a pretty good history in the Northeast Conference, or whatever that conference is called. I'm not sure what that conference is called. The NEC or the NCE. I think it's NEC. Whatever conference Duquesne is in, I think they have a pretty good history, right, of winning in that conference. I do believe they're a good decent FCS football program. Nope, I haven't lost it yet. I don't expect to lose it tonight. But again, it depends on how exciting, how emotional, how dramatic this game is. If it gets real good, yeah, I could lose my voice. No question about it. Okay, here we go. We've started. Holy smokes. My bad. My bad. See, I already started watching the big screen. I wasn't watching the little screen that we got. Two monitors. Luke Altmaier. Shotgun formation. Couple yards loss. Couple yards loss. Second and long. Coos corner. If West Virginia loses to an FCS team, I'll help him pack. Coos corner will help Neil Brown pack. Ooh, he almost took off. Number 23. Almost took off. Third and 5. Third and 5. Luke back to pass. He's getting blitzed. He gets out of it. But that's incomplete. Illinois has to punt. 3 downs and out. Very good start for the Kansas Jayhawks. Very good start. Out of bounds. The punt is away. Kansas tries to return it. Illinois puts them down at the 17-yard line. So Illinois runs the ball a couple times. Reggie Love, big number 23, gets caught behind the line of scrimmage and then makes a decent run. Almost ran off with it, but the defender took him down by the ankles. Once again, Illinois' running game not quite sustaining itself. They have to punt it. Kansas Jayhawks. First down and 10. Rock chalk. Bean is in the game. Ooh, completion. First down. First down. And now Daniels is in the game. Preseason Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. First down and 10, 28-yard line, Kansas Jayhawks. Trying to get to the outside. Got a couple yards. Second and 8, second and 7. Second and 8. Play action. Oh, he's got him. Big gain for Kansas. At the fight in the Illini 48-yard line. Holy smokes. Jalen Daniels, a quick to Lawrence Arnold. Quick 2 for 2. Got him on a little run there. Inside gap run for a few yards. Jayhawks are moving the ball. This is exactly what the Fighting Illini did not want to see early in the game. That was a beautiful pass. Beautiful pass to Arnold. Second and 7. Fumble! The ball went backwards, but Kansas was able to recover the ball. Wow, that could have been a big turnover. Devin Neal just got hammered. Boom! Ball pops straight out. It's going to be about a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. That helmet hit right on the football. Right on the football. And we got an injury. Somebody's down for Illinois. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Smash that like button if you want to make a donation to the channel. Make sure your comment gets read. Hit the $sign. Help us keep the lights on. Please share the video with your family and friends. This is PATC Watch Party. Illinois versus Kansas. We're going to be doing watch parties throughout the entire football season. It's one of the many things we do at Peek Around the Corner. Lots of fun. Again, 0-0 Kansas with the ball. Illinois had to go 3 and out. Here's a poll question. Here's the first poll question of the evening. Does Kansas make the first down on this 3rd and 6? The poll question is up. Does Kansas make the first down on this 3rd and 6? We'll give it 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, the vote was a little closer than I thought. 59-41. Yes, the PATC community believes Kansas is going to get a first down right here, right now. Allen says Daniels will get it, Greg. RPO, run pass option. Any news on when the Big Ten will release their new 2024 football schedule? No, I don't, but I expect it to be released pretty soon. Sounds like they got a lot of the work done. What I'm looking for now, when they released the Big Ten schedule, they didn't really release the 2004 schedule. They released the matchups. They did not release the schedule. They did not release the dates of the games. So hopefully this next release, we see the whole thing. As Big Ten fans, I want to know when me and the little general, the moderator of this channel, can make our plans to go to Pasadena, California, Rose Bowl, Minnesota, playing at UCLA. First, here we go. 3rd and 4. I thought it was a 3rd and 6. I thought it was a 3rd and 6. Kansas easily makes the first down. Easily. Where was Illinois? They weren't even lined up correctly. Not even lined up correctly. Okay. Illinois got to settle down. Settle down. Lee's calling for it. Settle down. Wow. First down and 10 at the 23-yard line. Jalen Daniels looking really smooth. Nobody in the backfield. Empty backfield. Shotgun. Snap. Bam! The ball's out. Incomplete. That was overthrown. They could have thrown the flag. But the quality of throw wasn't quite there. The referee just couldn't take the flag out of the pocket. Greg with fake news, a dark day. Now what did I say wrong? Second down and 10. Here we go. Oh, you mean about the 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6? Second and 10. Oh, what a duke! That was a good run by Neal. He got more yards than he should have gotten on that play. Devin Neal got more yards. Got all the juice out of that carry as possible. We got about a 3rd and a 4 again. Now, Kansas might be in 2-down territory here. Kansas might elect to go for it on 4th down. Third and 3, single back. Daniels is pumping it, throws it, perfect throw, strike, Luke Grimm, and that's a vicious face mask. Holy smokes. And that is another Kansas first down deep in Illinois' red zone. Illinois has got their back already up against their own goal line. Oh, that is brutal. 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 We're about to put up the score here for Kansas. It's first down and goal at the 4.5-yard line. It's going to be very difficult to stop the Jayhawks. Man in motion, single back, Neal. Shotgun, fake the Neal. Pass, wide open. Wide receiver, wide open. Illinois, not anywhere close to the receiver. Nowhere close. Nowhere close. Nowhere close. Not even lined up correctly. Not even recognize who should take who. That was a simple clear out from Arnold. Going underneath, the other guy locking, going over the top. I'm putting the extra point up. 7-0 Kansas. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I don't know where you were, Scott, on that play. 10 play, 82 yards, 421. That's 7 of the 56. That looked really easy for KU. Woohoo! Thank you, Sean. We're doing watch parties every week. We did them all last year. We're going to do them all this year. Kansas sent a message. Illinois, again, we played this song right before the game for Illinois. I think it's time to play the song again. After that first drive from the Jayhawks. That's not just 7-0. That's a strong 7. Easy peasy.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy.
Where were you, Randolph?
And silently, it could build and build until you finally see. Whoa,
where were
it's
you,
taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner.
Very impressive drive by Kansas. 7-0. Lee says Illinois is the most undisciplined team I've watched this year. So far, they have 10 penalties last year. Brett Bielema's team at Arkansas and Wisconsin were disciplined. Very disciplined. So we'll see what happens here. We're early in the game. But Illinois, man, they weren't even set up correctly. They had no recognition on their defense. That is a shock to me. That is a shock. Fighting Illini, Ted. Gonna need to establish the run, or the defense is going to be run off the field. Now, that second carry that Reggie Love had, he almost broke that. Go watch it again. He almost broke that. So, the first down play where they got, they lost a couple yards on the first down. Illinois was behind the chains right when this game started. Can't have that happen. Got to get something on first down, or you can't lose yards. But I'd give that rock right back to number 23. I'd give it to Reggie Love, see if they can break one, because it looked like they could. That was an unfortunate tackle for Reggie Love. Got him by the heel on that run. Go Black 45. Please, upset of the week. Baylor beats Utah. Ooh. David M. North Carolina State. Please do us all a favor tomorrow and beat the Notre Dame Fighting-itis. Ted says also that fumble would have changed the complexion. Good point. Good point, Ted. I already forgot about the fumble. Okay, here we go. Kansas is kicking it off. We'll see what Illinois special teams can do. Kick their way out of the end zone. Illinois' ball, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. We got Texas versus Alabama tomorrow. We got Colorado versus Nebraska. 1st and 10, 25-yard line. Luke Altmaier. And they got McCray back there. I don't know what that is. Why? I don't understand that. Unless that was a RPO option, I'm not sure what that is. 2nd down and 8. Illinois in 1st down so far has been a disaster. Incomplete. It's 3rd and long. Wide receiver did not get any separation. None. Zilch. Brett Bielema's already looking at a 3rd and long. Could be their second 3 and out to start the game. This is not how the Fighting Illini want to start this game. Oh! Big tight end, 81 caught that. I think that was a catch. Holy smokes. First completion of the day for Illinois. Yeah, he got it. Wow. Big time play. Griffin Moore with the catch. Pre-snap penalty, Illinois. Lot of not good results for Illinois on 1st downs here in the first 2 drives. Not good results. Not good results on 1st down. They're being in back of the chains here. 1st and 15. Luke Altmaier misses a guy by about 12 yards. Too high, too wide, and the guy was coverage. And Luke Altmaier, he had time. He didn't need to make that throw. Why are you throwing that pass? The guy's covered. There's no other possibility on that tree route, on that passing play. Here's the run. He got stuck there, but some good yards. Some good yards. See, get Josh McCray going, Reggie Love going here. We got a 3rd and 7. Again, playing behind the chains because first down, and Luke Altmaier just kind of basically runs into the pressure. He gets sacked. Maybe he got close to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure. Illinois has to punt the ball again. Good coverage downfield. I think the defender got him. He used the shoulder on that. I don't think he speared him with the head. I think it was a good hard hit. It was close, but Kansas starts with the ball here, deep in their territory, but they're up 7-0. Illinois' offense on first down has been brutal so far, and it's kept Illinois from being able to open up the playbook. Luke Altmaier getting some pressure. But when he doesn't get pressure, he's throwing to guys who are covered. Maybe no one's getting open. Ted said he did seem to take a headshot. AMAC says, I can't believe they did not replay that. Emory Jones had an electrifying first game for the Cincinnati Bearcats. We'll see what he does tomorrow. Emory Jones might be telling me to be quiet and sit down because I kind of picked apart Cincinnati Bearcats having Emory Jones as QB number 1. But he looked all of that and a whole lot more in week number 1. The perfect game, Emory Jones. We'll see what he does against the Panthers. We'll see what he does, Alan. We'll see what he does. AMAC still says that was helmet to helmet. So far, the PATC community has been 1-1 on their poll questions so far. Here comes the next poll question. Does Kansas get points on this drive, the second drive of the game? The first drive, they went down and scored a touchdown. Does the Kansas Jayhawks get points on this drive? You got about a minute to answer the question. Got about 10 seconds left on the voting. Does Kansas get points on this drive? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The poll is closed. 72% of you said yes. Kansas Jayhawks, there's a lot of optimism in the chat room about what's going on in this game, and I can't blame them. They're saying that the Kansas Jayhawks are going to get some points, even though on this drive, even though they're starting way back in their own territory. Bo Stacker says, if Kansas scores this time, if the Kansas Jayhawks score this time, it might get ugly fast. It might get ugly fast. Jesse Wilson, the Husky fan from the great state of Alabama, he said he voted yes. He voted yes. First down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Single back. Man and wide receiver goes in motion around him. Oh, that was a beautiful play, but it was incomplete. Jalen Daniels just missed the pass. But that was a sweet-looking play. That was like a wide receiver wheel route coming out from the back end. I think the guy that came around in motion was the guy. Maybe not. I got to see that. Hard to tell. Second and 10. Illinois has to start getting pressure with their vaunted front four. Okay, that was good defense. They recognized that. They pursued that with speed. It's going to be 3rd and long. Illinois, that was a very good defensive play. Very good defensive play. We got a 3rd and long. If Illinois can get off the field, if the defense can get off the field, they'll get good field position. But can they get off the field? It's a 3rd and 9. Most of the PATC community voted that Kansas would score points on this drive. Okay, they got pressure from the inside, but Daniels got away. No I spy on that. Illinois beat their guys, and Daniel goes right up the middle. Goes right up the middle. I could go for either right now, David M. I could go for either. I've been known to drink both, and I could go for either. First down and 10. Fight in the line. I got to be feeling some anxiety here. That's a big time run. That's a first down run for 10 and a half yards. Wow. Another first down. For the Kansas Jayhawks. They're already at the 42-yard line. They're marching down the field once again. Daniel keeps it this time. It's about a 2nd and a 4, a 2nd and a 5. Illinois' defense getting spread out. They finally got pressure on the quarterback. Those defensive tackles finally beat their guy to the quarterback, but Daniels goes for a big first down early in the drive. 7-0. 2nd and 5. Kansas marching once again. Single back guy, wide receiver in motion. Crossing pattern. But he goes deep. Again, the quality of throw was so off that they can't throw the flag on that. The ball was well overthrown. Daniels has had a couple balls, not even close. Now we got a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Yeah, there was no interference there at all. 3rd and 5. No interference, Sean. Okay, here we go. 3rd and 5, big play. Look at that. That was the play they ran for the touchdown. Both those wide receivers Wide side of the field, just crisscrossing with each other. They just one goes underneath, one goes over the top. This time they took the underneath guy, Luke Rim. They did that on the touchdown pass as well. Or maybe not the touchdown pass, but the one that set up the touchdown. First and 10. That's just too easy, Illinois. Too easy. Kansas has got Illinois well scouted when it comes to that play. Where is Illinois? Where is Illinois? They're nowhere near the ball. First down, Kansas. They're driving almost into Illinois' red zone. And first down and 10, 28-yard line. It's Kansas marching. Handoff. Loss of yards there. And there he is. Oh, no, that wasn't who I thought it was. That's Barnes with the tackle. Second and long. Second and long. Illinois got some penetration. Little screen pass. Oh, he got out of the tackle. Got a couple yards out of it. We got a third and about, and we got a penalty. Is that a penalty on the Fight in the Illini defense? Unsportsmanlike conduct? Did we have a penalty thrown on the Fight in the Illini? Who do you got in Texas? Greg, who do you got? Texas or Bama? I got Texas covering. I got Bama winning. Personal foul on Illinois. Everything has fallen apart. Nicholson. Everything has fallen apart for Illinois here early. It's early in the game. First and 10. Breaking tackles. It's second and 1. It's second and 1, second and 2 at Illinois' 5-yard line. Kansas is about to make this a 14-0 game. Illinois about to go down 2 touchdowns in Lawrence. Brett Bielema was trying to figure this out. Did not get first down. Third and short. Hidden H Music is calling for the quarterback sneak. They're saying 3rd and 2. It looks like 3rd and 1 to me. I don't understand this. I don't get it. There's something going on. Touchdown! I'm going to watch this play again. Yeah. These guys, they're yelling at number 17. 10's yelling at number 3. 3's yelling at number 10. They don't even know who to pick up on the left side of the Illinois defense. They got no clue what's going on. No clue. And it's almost like Kansas had this figured out before the game started. They're picking on them over there. They don't know who's has who. Get those guys on the sideline. Get those guys on the sideline and figure this out. Illinois has a new defensive coordinator. They lost their great Walters, the coordinator who's now the head coach of Purdue. And are we seeing the effects of that? Are we seeing the effects of that? Because Illinois can't even recognize, they don't know who their responsibilities are. On the whole one side of the field, Kansas keeps going back to that. Kansas keeps going back to that, back to that, back to that, back to that. These guys are running wide open. Wide open. Woo! That doesn't... Greg, I hope you have plenty of chalk. The misdirection is killing them. Yeah, I don't even know if Kansas has even really shown their they're crisscrossing their guys at, they're doing a simple just crisscross. One guy goes under, one guy goes over, and the guy that goes under is always wide open. We're putting up Jesse Wilson's question. Really good question. Who loses first, Kansas or Duke? Reggie Love got some decent yards with the last carry of the first quarter. Again, Illinois, a very bad first quarter. Very bad first quarter. We'll see if they can get some positive plays offensively or defensively here in the second quarter. The poll is out there. We're putting it on. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Yes or no. Okay. Hold on. Doing that over again. Does Kansas lose before Duke? Does Kansas lose before Duke? Yes or no? That was pretty funny. Your host is incompetent. Put it that way. Yes or no? Roman Maroney make a statement, Brett. Fire the defensive coordinator at halftime. Give everybody about another 15 seconds to vote on the poll. Does Kansas lose before Duke? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. The votes are in. No has it. Kansas. Duke will lose before Kansas. Is Illinois bad or Kansas good? Well, Kansas is good. So far, Illinois has played 5 quarters, and they have not shown anywhere close to being the Illinois team of last year. Now, remember, Illinois had a death grip on the Big Ten West title, and then they lost at the end of the season. And so far at the start of this season, they squeaked by Toledo 30-28, and they're having a whole lot of problems with Kansas. Big Lubbock says Illinois is bad, Kansas is above average. All right, Illinois, they gotta get a drive going here. First down, Fighting Illini. First down, Fighting Illini. Reggie Love, get him lathered up, give him the football. They are doing a stadium renovation. They're putting a lot of money into that stadium, Kansas. Or at least it's reported to be. Reggie Love, good cutback. Good cutback on that. First, now, Illinois, if they can keep getting some decent results on first down, they can go down the field here. That was about 6 or 7 yards. We got a 2nd and 3. Luke Altmaier starts the game 1 of 4. Got an injury on the field. 54 is down. Looks like a hand injury. Second and 4. Illinois needs this first down. Big time defensive stop there. Good play by number 2. 3rd and 2. Is this 2 down territory for Illinois? Oh! Oh, it did not work. Illinois tries to get fancy. I think the Kansas Jayhawk defender called it out. I think the Kansas Jayhawk defender called it out. He waved to it when the tight end right there. Oh, they knew that was coming. They knew that was coming. Kansas, my goodness. 4th and 2, and Illinois is punting the ball. Wow, they recognize that. They recognize that is. Bravo. Bravo. That is big time Kansas team defense. That trickeration did not work. Here's another poll question. Basically, I'm asking, will Illinois finally stop Kansas from scoring a touchdown? The question is, does Kansas score a TV on this drive? The poll starts now. Fighting Illini Ted says, you have a 260-pound back and you need a yard and you try that? I don't... That's a great question, Ted. Does Kansas score a TD on this drive? Most of the voters are saying yes. Kansas goes 3 for 3. The first 3 drives, they will score a touchdown in each and every one. We've got 10 more seconds left to go in this poll. And the poll ends now. 70% of the voters say yes. And to be honest with you, the PATC community has been dead on thus far. Like Bo Stacker says, Illinois hasn't shown the ability to slow them down. Jesse Wilson says ESPN has more commercial minutes than Illinois has yards. In the Indiana versus Indiana State Sycamores, Taven Jackson, 9 of 11, 140 yards. Lucas has 60 yards with 2 touchdowns. Jalen Lucas, Indiana's RB1, has a couple of touchdowns, 60 yards. They're up 21-7 over the Sycamores. Here we go. Second and 10, Daniels had to throw away the first pass. There we go. That was a hold, but they got the sack, and that's the big guy, Newton. So finally, Illinois shows their strength. Newton beat his guy. He got held on that play. Got the big sack. 3rd and long, Kansas. That's Illinois football right there. Now, 3rd down, should be able to stop Kansas. Should be able to get good field position. And it's vital that Illinois punches this one in. 3rd and long. Got to make the stop first. Got to make the stop first. Pass incomplete. Kansas will be putting from their end zone, and Illinois should get really good field position. Now Illinois has to make Kansas. They have to punch this in. 3 points. 3 points ain't going to do it. Cut this lead in half right here, right now, Illinois. If you want to be taken serious in this game, okay, maybe we have a little bit of a game now. Finally, the PATC community got a poll question wrong for the first time tonight. This is big. If Illinois wants to play in this game, they got to sustain, 40 yards, 50 yards of offense, put it in the end zone, cut the lead in half. Feel good about yourself over something in this game. Newton's sack might have been the key turn in the ignition to get this thing fired up for the Fighting Illini. Jalen Daniels is 8 of 13, 84 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. 8 of 13, 84 yards. He looks pretty healthy to me. Devin Neal, 4 carries, 25 yards. For the Fighting Illini, Luke Altmyers, 2 of 5 of 18 yards. Reggie Love, 5 carries for 23 yards. Josh McCray, 1 carry, 8 yards. They got to get those guys going. Got to get those guys going if they want to have a chance to win this game in the end. Jesse's saying Kansas will be up 28-7 at halftime. Sangria is getting broken out by David M. If they should score, Illinois starting to come back right here, right now. $11:37 to go in the first half. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button if you like the content. Share the video with your family and friends. If you want to donate to the channel to help us keep the lights on in the studio, put a comment with the $sign there, and we'll get to your comment right away. This is a big drive for Illinois. Big drive. They're talking about Isaiah Williams here on the TV. Got to get him the ball. Got to give Juice number 1 the ball. Good defensive play by the Kansas secondary again. Number 2 over there. Making all the plays, coming up, hitting hard. No yards, no yak for Illinois. Yards after catch. Nothing. There's nothing there. Oh, there's a single back. Shotgun. Sack. Sack. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. The Fighting Illini are in trouble. Third down. Great field position, and they're about to squander it. Sack. Luke Altmaier. Third and long. Single back, shotgun, snap, Altmaier back, and he's got nothing. He gets sacked again. There is a flag on the field. There is a flag on the field. Ted says the K defenders are jumping, need a fake and a goal. Yeah, I mean, there's been nothing downfield. The Jayhawks are not on their heels. They have no reason to be on their heels. They're jumping everything. Well, it's definitely both. Kansas has speed, and Illinois is punting the ball once again. Good coverage by Illinois. Kansas starts. 1st and 10 at their 6-yard line. It's a good punt. But man, Illinois just squandered really good field position. Got nothing once again. They had no answers on offense. Ted says, Bielema will definitely play the field position game, but it won't matter if they go 3 and out each time. They had one drive where they got a couple first downs. And it's been a disaster for Illinois in the first half. If they can get out of here only being down 7, that would be fantastic. Remember, Kansas starts the ball. In the second half, Kansas starts with the ball. So keep that in mind. Lee says Illinois has to throw the deep ball to keep Kansas honest. Okay, let's see what Lance Leopold has drawn up for the Kansas Jayhawks. They finally got stopped on their last drive by the Illinois defense. We'll see if it happens again. Up 14-0. deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He got smothered. He got smothered. He got smothered. 2nd and long. 2nd and long. Single back. Good defense. Completed. But we got about a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. This is Illinois' chance to get 3 and out once again, to get the ball. Very, 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 very good field position. If the defense can get off the field right here, right now. Kansas is not doing a hurry-up offense. They're just letting that clock tick off here. David M. says Illinois' defense is waking up. Ted says the D is waking up. Daniels back to pass. He's getting pass rushed. He gets out of it. Oh, it's completed downfield. Daniels makes the play. Daniels making the plays. Luke Altmaier is not making any plays. 1st down, Arnold. That is a big play. Wow. That, now can Illinois stop Kansas? Now that they got out of deep of their own zone territory, he avoids the pass rush. Oh, he got open. That one guy left him. That one defender left him when he saw Daniels pulling out of the pocket. 2nd and 4. Play action. Real route is covered. So he dumps it off. That was the guy doing the real route. Neal comes back. Got a 3rd and 3. Illinois has another chance to stop this drive. Good defense by Illinois on that play. Illinois needs one of their big-time defensive tackles to make another play. Right here, right now, 3rd and 2. Pitch, no fake pitch. Daniels, dukes and dives. 1st down, Kansas. Whoa! Yeah, that might have been holding there. That might have been a little holding on that offensive lineman. Option. He got 2 yards out of nothing. Second and 9. Oh, wide open. Tight end sits down in the zone. Wide open. Daniels finds an easy pitch and catch. Easy pitch and catch. Plays in opponent's territory. Kansas with 15. Illinois with 2. It's been all the Jayhawks. All the Jayhawks. 1st and 10, 14-0. They're about to score again. Oh! Whoa! I want to see that again. Oh, the one-handed grab. I thought that was going to be intercepted. I thought it was for a moment. Woo! Beautiful play by Wilson, number 7. That's a spectacular play. Daniels, not a very good throw there. Real quick, not very accurate, but the wide receiver comes through for you. Another first down for Kansas. I almost broke it for a touchdown at the Illinois 4-yard line. It's been all Jayhawks. It's been all Jayhawks. It's been all Jayhawks. 14-0. 1st and goal. Greg the Cooler remains, as is my chance to finally go from 500 to above 500. No. This is a blowout. This is a blowout, and it's going to turn into a blowout of epic proportions. Devin Neal, touchdown. Illinois has nothing for Kansas. No threat. Can't get the ball downfield. Can't get the running game going with the running backs for the 2nd week in a row. First Toledo, then Kansas. Holy moly, that was easy. Lee says, looks like this game is over. 21-0 Kansas. 21-0 Kansas. Wow. Andy Staples didn't have butt whooping on the bingo card tonight, but it sure seems to be heading that way. Wow. Trying to find some more comments for you for the game. Big Ten Ted, who did a great analysis of this game this week, says the following. What has happened to Illinois? Kansas is doing whatever they want. I know the Jayhawks are good, but this front 7 continues to get pushed around for the most part. Illinois not built to come from behind this type of deficit. Lance is a good coach. Lance is a great coach. I used to follow Division III. I still do a little bit Division III football. I had a family member who was a head coach of a Division III football team. Whitewater, Wisconsin. Or was it Division II? I'm not sure. But whatever Whitewater, Wisconsin was, they dominated their football, their level of football. And Lance Leopold was the guy who built that program up. He did a wonderful job at the University of Buffalo with the Buffalo Bulls, came on to Kansas, and he's done a brilliant job. Brilliant job. Bielema, I don't want to be in Kansas anymore. Ted says Illinois has to find a way to score here in the last 3 minutes if they want any chance at all. The kickoff, and this kicker's been booming out of the end zone. He did it again. They got a strong-legged kicker there in Lawrence, Kansas. Altmaier, man, he looks pretty pedestrian. Hasn't taken a shot downfield. Maybe no one's open, but man, you got to take a shot at some time. Kansas is just on these receivers, ready to jump any pass. Don't know what Illinois has not gotten Reggie Love any really good. There we go. That's a decent run. 5-6 yards. They just can't maintain it. Completed to the big tight end, Griffin Moore. There's a little, that could have worked a lot better, but that was another good play by Illinois. Little bubble screen over there to the running back. That's the best 3 plays in a row Illinois has had all game long, all in the first half here. They actually got a pulse. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line of the Jayhawks. Altmaier, he's wide open. Man, they're letting that tight end roam free. Another first down for Illinois. Who called the timeout here? Kansas or Illinois? Kansas called the timeout. So far in the first half, Luke Altmaier has 50 yards of passing offense, 6 for 9, 50 yards. The Illinois running game, 12 carries for 33 yards. It's just not going to get it done. Not going to get it done. It's the Illinois running game that's most disappointing. Kansas has got 94 yards on the ground with just 19 carries, 13 of 18 for 141 for Jalen Daniels in the air. 1st and 10. Good comeback. Williams makes a play. Do not mouth off, Williams. Illinois finally makes a play and the wide receiver's mouthing off. Just, God. Chase, first and goal. Sometimes you just got to throw it up to your best player. Quarterback draw. Gets down to the Kansas 3-yard line. It's the second to go at the 3-yard line. Field goal does nothing. So you got 3 plays. 3 plays to punch it in. 3 plays to punch it in. Shotgun, single back. Reggie, tight end, touchdown. Tight end, that was a great play call.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
That was a great play call because the one thing that's been working for Illinois is their tight ends. Kansas is not matching up on them. Not doing a good job covering the tight ends. Look for more of that in the second half for the Fighting Illini. It's good. Boy, did Illinois need that. Holy smokes. They needed that. Now, did they leave too much time on the clock? Only 41 seconds. They should be able to stop Kansas on this drive. Remember, Kansas begins with the ball in the second half. During the halftime here, I'm going to take a little break. So please stick with us here. Peek around the corner, watch party, Kansas versus Illinois. I'm going to go get a little bit of a dinner at lunchtime. Check on my dad and I'll come right back. So please come join us second half. We'll see if Illinois can make a game. Get some momentum. Is that the turning point or is that just a hiccup in the Kansas Jayhawks upcoming blowout? How does Illinois stop Kansas? I don't see them stopping Kansas. Maybe I'm wrong. I saw it before the game started, but after what I've seen in the first half of the Kansas Jayhawks, by Jalen Daniels himself, I'm not so sure that Kansas won't put up 50-some points total by the end of the game. Are they going to run the clock out here? Are they just going to get in halftime knowing that they get the ball at the start of the second half? Or is Kansas going to gamble here? Are they going to put the ball downfield? We'll see. 41 seconds. We'll see what happens. Wondering if KU is on par with OU. First and 10. They're running the ball. They're running it. They got some yards, and they got out of bounds. Got some yards, got out of bounds. They got 2 timeouts. They're going to try to get some points. I think they're going to try to get some points. Hishaw Jr. had a nice run. I can't go yet. Not until the whistle blows for the end of the half because Kansas, they're going to try to get some points here. They're going to try to double dip. Get some points here. They get the ball at the start of the second half. Daniels back to pass, getting some pass rush. Holy smokes. Daniels just throws it downfield and Luke Grimm makes the play. And they threw a flag in the end zone for pass interference. Illinois, we knew that their secondary wasn't going to be anything like their secondary of last year. But this has been not good. Yeah, they had to call that. His hands were all over him. He didn't look back for the pass at all. Ball at the 2. Oh! I think he's short. Kansas is 2 timeouts. Second and goal. They did call a timeout. Kansas has got 1 timeout remaining. I see your question there, Tony. I see your question there. I'm looking it up. November 4th, right after they play Michigan State, right before they play Purdue. He got in. That's a touchdown. They haven't called it. That's a touch. Yeah, they did call it. I'm sorry, they did call it.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Jesse Wilson. Woo! He did call 28-7 at halftime. Who's injured on that play? What is number 8 doing for Illinois? He's standing so straight up and down. No leverage on that. Okay, 28-7. It's time for halftime. And I'm going to take myself a little break. I'll see you back here in a little bit. 28-27. Kansas all over the Fight in Illini. And I don't think that Illinois has much left in the tank. Kansas starts with the ball at the start of the second half. This game is getting close. It's getting late early. It's about to be done here. Kansas, Illinois, 28-27. It's been all the Kansas Jayhawks. Brett Bielema has no answers. None whatsoever. I'll be right back. We are back 28-7. It's ugly, and I think it's only going to get more ugly. Welcome to College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Flugar. Watch party. Second half starting here in a few minutes. It's been all Kansas. Illinois has stopped Kansas once. They may not stop them again. In December, I don't know if it was December, but in 2020, Josh Whitman, the athletic director of the University of Illinois, had a decision to make who he's going to hire as his head coach. He hired Brett Bielema, and he's done a good job. This year, they started a little bit slow. Last year, they fell apart at the end, but they had a good season. But when Josh Whitman made that hire for Brett Bielema, he could have had Lance Leopold. Lance Leopold went for the job, interviewed for the job, probably most likely would have taken the job, and Josh Whitman went with Brett Bielema. And now tonight, Kansas thus far is taking the Fighting Illini to the woodshed. But let me just say something. Brett Bielema overall has been a good hire for the Fighting Illini. He's done a good job. They've been successful. They had a bad half here. And they're probably going to get run out of the gym here in the second half. Again, what has got me concerned the most about the Illinois, the defensive secondary is lost. And their running backs can't make a big play in the running game thus far. After how many quarters? 12 quarters of football. Illinois has, not 12 quarters. I'm sorry, 6 quarters of football. Illinois has some work to do. And right now, doesn't look like they're going to be able to compete for the Big Ten West title like they did last year. They almost took the Big Ten West. We're going to take a look at Illinois' football schedule here. Give me a moment. Let's put up on the screen. Let's take a look here. Let's pop that up. Pop it up a little bit more. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. Next game is against Penn State. That's a loss. Then they play Florida Atlantic. Kickoff to Kansas. They're returning it. They got a little seam. He's still going. 33-yard line. A very good return for the Kansas Jayhawks. Kick returner. Florida Atlantic. Then they play Purdue at Purdue. Nebraska at home. On the road to Maryland. At home against Wisconsin. On the road against Minnesota. At home against Indiana. On the road against Iowa, and at home against Northwestern. Okay. So Penn State, they play next. That's not going to be pretty for the Illinois Fighting Illini. Well, Jalen Daniel makes a Devin Neal, huge run all the way down to the Illinois 25-yard line. This thing is over. Jerry Jones, Illinois lost a ton. Bielema will get them going, just probably not this year. Illinois will be all right in the slower Big Ten. The Big Ten isn't this slow. I can guarantee you that. Illinois is going to have problems, ladies and gentlemen. They do not look good at all. Illinois better get going or it's going to be a lot cooler in the studio Oh, it's freezing in here, Steve. It's absolutely freezing. How long until we shut this down? Well, I tell you what we'll do. Right now, we're going to open up the phone lines. So you can call in, talk about this game, or you probably want to talk about anything else in college football. And we'll see how long we stay with this. But again, call it up, 763-260-1333. Dan knows how to throw it away. It's 3rd and 8. It's 3rd and 8. Surprise for the 23. Happy for the ACC with Hartman, Duke, and the rest. Rise with Louisville. The ACC has 3 New York 6-looking college football squads and a college football playoff-worthy Florida State. Optimism is sky high for LFG when it comes to the ACC. 3rd and 8. Ooh! Was that a drop pass? I'm not sure what happened there. Great. What time are you starting tomorrow? I'm not sure, Steven. I wish in normal times I could tell you the exact time. We have a lot of things going on in this household. We got a wedding. My beautiful niece Anna's getting married in the evening. But during the day, we've got some other serious stuff going on with my father and stuff. So, oh, he snuck that in, but there's a flag on the field. So I don't know, Steven. We'll see. We're playing this hour by hour here in the Pflugar household. I don't know. I don't know, LFG. Again, we're playing this hour by hour. We'll see if we come on. If we come on tomorrow, it's going to be for the Colorado-Nebraska game. We'll not be on in the evening. So this has been a very hectic September for multiple reasons. We're just hanging on here, me and the little general. I might have to. I mean, if anything gets pushed to the side, of course, it will be the college football YouTube channel, which I love and adore. I love college football. But you guys know how it is. Family is first. And we are in very difficult times here, as you can imagine. You'll be hearing more about that pretty soon. Unfortunately. So 31-7. Big blowout for Kansas. The reason why we're on live tonight, because we have some very special people at the house taking care of my father. So we're just going to have fun while we have a chance to have fun. 31-7 Kansas. So give us a call. 763-260-1333. It looks like Randolph got a little bit in trouble with Illinois, their big time defensive tackle. Listen to the general. Family and tamales first. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Stephen, LFG. Prayers up. Thank you, LFG. I appreciate it. We've gone through the real hard stuff. Now we're just, we're just getting to the end. End run. No, I'm sorry. I got fooled on the play. That was big time McCray. Big body McCray, I call him. There's a flag on the play. Maybe a penalty on Kansas. Maybe some extra yards for the Illinois offense. Okay, we're going to check who Kansas plays next year. Okay, so Kansas looking to go 2-0 for the year. They beat Missouri State last weekend in week 1. Then they looks like they're going to defeat Illinois. Let's pop this up a little bit here. Kansas versus Nevada. Kansas at home against BYU. And that is a Big 12 game. BYU at Kansas. And then Kansas goes on the road to play Texas September 30th at home against UCF. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. On the road against Oklahoma State. At home against Oklahoma. At home against Oklahoma. At Iowa State. And then at home against the Texas Tech Red Raider. Kansas State and Kansas, November 18th. And then Kansas finishes out the 2023 Big 12 football schedule against the Cincinnati Bearcats. Jayhawks and Bearcats. It's 4th down. Illinois is probably going to have to go for it here. The BY game will be a humdinger. I haven't heard the word humdinger in a long time. I love the word humdinger. Oops, I forgot to change the score, guys. My bad. My bad. My bad, Kansas Jayhawk fans. Fourth and 4. Brett Bielema looking at his play card. It has no answers. Oh, they went to commercial. I'm not sure why. KU's going to win a lot. Tough Tony says Kansas with a 4-0 start. Oh, I didn't even see, Greg, the scoreboard is broken. I didn't see it. I just looked at my screen and saw that I had the wrong score. Timeout, Illinois. Holy smokes, Humdinger. Marks is in the house. Well, I think Illinois probably should think seriously about making this first down. Again, the phone lines are open. Talk about anything you want. College football, 763-260-1333. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish play North Carolina State. Texas against Alabama. A lot of interesting games that coming up tomorrow. A lot of interesting games. Wisconsin, Washington State. Black Rain says that Jayhawks is going to blow out the BYU. Why is the weatherman talking about snow by tomorrow night? Is this because I'm freezing the place up with this pick? It's only one loss, ladies and gentlemen. I was 5-3 last week. I'm going to go 5-3 this week. Is that what you're talking about, Tony? I hope that's what you're talking about. I hope you're not talking about a real weatherman in Minnesota talking about snow. Luke Altmaier, 4th and 4. Rhubarb. I'll get to rhubarb in a second there. I'll talk about rhubarb pie in a second. Hold on, LFG. Hold on. It is 4th and 4. Crossing pattern, but he ain't going to get there. He wasn't going to get there. Illinois, what's the receiver? Receiver was smiling and jawing at the defensive players. Didn't he know it wasn't a first down, Bryant? Well, the guy had to dive for it. 2-yard pass and 4th. The play's designed, it's a crossing pattern. It was a terrible pass. Just terrible pass. But I don't think even if it was a good pass, I think the defender had the right angle to get him down before the first down marker. What terrible performance by Illinois. Rhubarb pie. Rhubarb pie. Where are we here? Where are we? So me and the wife are going up north all the way up to the Canada border. Minnesota and Canada border next weekend for another very special wedding. Really good friend of mine, fellow Smack. That's a big gain for Kansas Jayhawks. I'm making Illinois look, well, not very good right now. And on the way up, we're not going to tell the town or the restaurant, but there is a rhubarb strawberry pie. Rhubarb strawberry pie that the little general is in love with. And so we're going to pick it up on the way up north. So we're all excited about that. And it's a huge pie. If you haven't had, look, rhubarb is a rhubarb you make for pies. In the combination of rhubarb and strawberry is perfect. It's perfect. The sweet and the tart coming together in a perfect union. And this restaurant happens to make, up north in Minnesota, happens to make the perfect crust. Little bit of brown sugar. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So, if in your part of the world, it looks like Illinois picked up a fumble. In your part of the world, go find yourself a rhubarb strawberry pie. It'll be the best pie you ever have in your life if they know how to make it. Rhubarb and strawberry is yin to the yang. The perfect. Of course, strawberry rhubarb jam is pretty good too. The perfect combination. The perfect combination. Absolutely. Absolutely. Not much of a smelt guy. The quintessential fish in Minnesota is the walleye. Minnesota walleye, of course. And Culver's, the fast food restaurant that came out of the state of Wisconsin, they get all of their walleye, all their fish, but all their walleye fish at Lake of the Woods in Minnesota. That's where they get their fish. If you ever had a fish sandwich or fish anything, especially the walleye at Culver's, you know what I'm talking about. But what makes the fish out of Minnesota incredible is the following. One, first of all, Minnesota is a land of 10,000 lakes. It's well over 10,000 lakes, by the way. It's well over 12,000 lakes here in Minnesota. But what makes the northern Minnesota fish taste so good is, first of all, it's cold up there. Second of all, the it's the state of Minnesota demography, it's lower, it's shallow, it's a valley compared to Wisconsin's, compared to the states to the west. That also makes Minnesota so cold. And the fish and the coldness throughout, and it is just, the fish grows. The walleye, the Minnesota walleye, you can't get any better than that. Has less mercury in the water. It's just, if you ever have a chance, go to northern Minnesota. If you don't want to go up in the winter, that's fine. Although when you eat the fish up there in the restaurants in northern Minnesota, it's spectacular. But if you want to go up there in the fall or the summer, it is go to Lake Itasca. The place where the Mississippi River starts is Lake Itasca. Go up to the restaurants up there. Go up anywhere in northern Minnesota. You get all the fish you want, all the types. Lutefish, you probably don't want that. But walleye and the whole deal. Do I have a recipe? No. My wife does. My wife does. Yes. Rhubarb and strawberries aren't in season. Too late. The rhubarb gets picked pretty early. What was that? Oh, they're showing last week's. But yeah, there's enough rhubarb and strawberries that are frozen going into these pies. We'll get one. We'll get one. So Illinois got their first real break of the game, fumble recovery, and they actually threw for a first down here. Second and 10. Reggie Love can't quite break a run. He gets to that second level and he can't do anything with it. We got a 3rd and 3, and honestly, Illinois has to be in two down territory, even though they have the ball at their own 42-yard line. They run it again. They got first down. That's what I thought was going to happen at the beginning of the game, but it did not happen. Illinois, once again, couldn't get the running game going at the level needed to compete for the Big Ten West title. Greg, did you ever comment on Washington President's Pac-12 statements? I did not read Washington President. I did an episode on the John Wilner article, the Mercury News. I also read the Pete Thamel article. We talked about it pre-game, before the show. But if Washington President Kase said, interception, Kansas. If Washington President Kase said anything, I did not read it, did not hear it. That Bryant's having a tough game. Oh, he never really had it. Interception. Can't call that a fumble. That was an interception. That's an INT. It's got to be officially an INT. The wide receiver never really grabbed onto the football. Yep, they're calling that an INT. Comments were on Twitter. Washington President Kase was on Twitter. I'll give it a read. I did not see it. Again, quite busy today. After we dropped the episode, I had no time until the start of the show. Big time completion. Jalen Daniels, 15-yard line of Illinois. Well, Minnesota, they're playing North Carolina this next week. Minnesota at North Carolina. Next year, next couple years, they play Mississippi. So they're Mississippi State. So they're, you only have so many games you can schedule. You got 9 conference games. You only have 3 out of conference games. Mr. Buckeye, Jared Jones is saying it. Illinois is awful. Not playing good at all. Jalen Daniels, 18 to 25, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't know. That was a design run. I'm not sure. Well, let's just say after this possession, if the Jayhawks put up some points, I don't know if you want to have Jalen Daniels doing any more designed runs in this game. Just, I don't know if that's a good idea. Keep him healthy. Keep him healthy. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it. Ooh, he does. Ooh, Duke. Touchdown. Beautiful play. Beautiful yak. Yards after the catch. Holy smokes.
Touchdown!
No? Oh! A penalty. I take back the touchdown call. A block in the back. Oh my. That was a beautiful play. Okay, maybe that was a penalty. It was a little shove. I don't know. But it was pretty out in the open there. 3rd and 12. Wildoot. His only problem with this game is the helmets of Kansas. Quasi-sad Jayhawk helmets. 3rd and 12. They picked up that blitz. And Kansas is going to be trying another field goal here, up 31-7. Terrible. Illinois is good for my 10-2 Gophers. Yeah, I had the Gophers losing to Illinois, so I don't know. Not good. We're going to learn a lot in this Colorado-Nebraska game. We're going to learn a lot. Colorado was that first game was epic, fantastic. Their offense executed at a level you don't see. The first week, new coach, Sean Lewis, a great offensive coordinator from Kent State. But, you don't see that level of execution. They did everything flawlessly. They don't have much of a defense. They don't have the horses, but Nebraska doesn't have the horses on offense. They just don't. They're very limited at the wide receiver position. They've had a couple guys go down, a couple guys who have experience. And Jeff Lewis, he's limited. But I see a couple comments in the comments section in the chat room talking about how Nebraska doesn't have the athletes. Nebraska has the athletes. The wide receiver room weak, but they have the athletes. They do. And they're an older team. Nebraska-Minnesota game last week, Nebraska was the much older team. It's kind of weird to think about that because Matt Rule, new head coach, PJ Fleck, been with Minnesota. This is 7th year. Gophers had beaten Nebraska 4 straight years going into last week. You thought maybe Nebraska was the young guys, but no, they were the old guys. They are grown men on Nebraska. So what I'm trying to say is Colorado's going to have a different type of game this week at home. TCU lost a whole bunch of guys, really young. Nebraska is not young. They haven't been good. They were not good against the Gophers last week, but they do have some speed. They do have experience. They're going to be more ready, I think, in week 2. Everyone should be. I think Nebraska's going to give Colorado a tough game. And I have Colorado covering the spread, but I don't think Nebraska's going to get their doors blown off. But again, I didn't think Illinois was going to get their doors blown off tonight, and they did. The door blew off the hinges early in this game. So Kenneth Evans is correct. Colorado's defensive line is their weakness. But Nebraska, can you take advantage of it? They're really good left tackle, who was injured all last year. Teddy, and I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, starts with P. Teddy P. Really good left tackle for Nebraska is actually playing tomorrow. That's going to help because their left tackle, Corcoran, is a turnstile. He has been a turnstile against my Gophers for years. Ben Benhart, the right tackle, has been a turnstile right tackle for years. What Nebraska has to do is run that ball, give the rock to your running backs. Don't have so many design runs with the quarterback. Jeff Sims is not going to last the season. He got nailed against the Gophers. Give it to Irvin. Give it to Anthony Grant. Give the ball to your running backs. Now, Anthony Grant has a fumbling issue right now. And get Fedoni into the game. Get your tight ends into the game. Your wide receivers are weak at Nebraska. They're going to get better as the years go on under Matt Rule. But this year, they're super weak. Can't get separation. Go to Fedoni. Thomas Fedoni. He's finally playing. Did he get targeted one time against Minnesota? The man has legit speed. Legit separation speed at the tight end position. And I don't think they threw him the ball once against Minnesota. If they did, I didn't see it. I apologize. So Colorado, Nebraska is going to be a very interesting game. Shedeur Sanders was absolutely brilliant. Can he match that? Can he get close to that effort tomorrow? Probably won't get close to it. But could he put together another sensational game? Very well could. Travis Hunter, man, oh man. Can't wait to see what he does tomorrow. And Dylan Edwards. On and on and on for Colorado. And of course, Jimmy Horn, the wide receiver transfer from Southern Florida. 34-7, first down and 10. Illinois has the ball. 3:46 left to go. Chalkboard update. I screwed up again, didn't I? I screwed up again. And my monitor has frozen. My monitor has frozen. Things are going pear-shaped inside the Gopher by the Grace of God studio, which probably means it's a good indication that my beloved Golden Gophers get upset tomorrow night against Eastern Michigan. Richard L., Mr. Colorado Buffalo in the PATC community is in the house. So excited. Going to the game tomorrow. Holy smokes. Richard is going to the football game tomorrow, Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field. Luke Altmaier, 2nd and 11. He gets sacked. He gets the feet cut out from under him. He goes down. Frazier is down. Frazier is down. Joe Frazier. That's a Howard Cosell. I'll forget about it. You guys are too young. You guys are too young. Brett Bielema is all over the referees. Third and 18. Altmaier has time, but he looks to run quickly, and he has lots of room to run. What is this? What is going on? Where's... What was that?
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Down goes Frazier. Down goes... No! Luke Altmaier. Touchdown. That was crazy. That was bizarre. Are they going for two? That's the question. Down goes Frazier. That's Foreman's hurt. Foreman's hurt. Foreman's hurt. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. I'm losing my voice, so I can't do that. They're going for 2 points. They're going for 2 points. What play do you run? What play do you run? They're all covered. They were all covered. Good defense. Good defense. No separation on that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's down? Luke Altmaier's down. Tell you, there was no Kansas Jayhawks during that run from the quarterback. Altmaier's hurt. This is Howard Cosell. Buffalo. I'm sorry. I blew it. I blew it. This is Howard Cosell. Miami may have the oranges, but Buffalo's got the juice. He looks to be okay. He got hit hard. He got hit hard. He might have gotten a little bit of a whiplash there. Thank you, Tony. Oh! I don't know. It didn't look like he got his shoulder in on that hit. Like he went like this at the last second. Or maybe I should go this way. Ooh. Leopold. Wow. I don't know. It looked like he did it with the shoulder. I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see it. I understand what you're saying, Red Legs. Maybe it was with the helmet. I think he got in. I think McRae got in. Oh! I don't know. I want to see that again. Back that up. He's not in. He is not in. He is not in. Josh McRae did not make that. No. 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 Nope, that's not in, ladies and gentlemen. No, he ain't. He's short. He's short. When that knee touches, that ball does not cross the goal line. I understand it. Let's run it again. Right here, right here, right here. Right here, right here. Down. And that ball's not at the goal line. That's short. That is short. I'm telling you, that's short. Everybody disagrees with me. He's short. That ball's not in the end zone. What was the call in the field? The call was good. The call that it was, that ball is up to his chest. It's not, that ball is not at the end line. Reverse it. Okay. Here we go. No. Here we go.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out.
Woo! 34-15. So what does that mean? What's that number? Ooh, I got to change the scoreboard first. Oh! Big run by Kansas. They're coming to score. They're coming to put the dagger into this game. Here comes the PATC dagger. Nope, no snow. Although it's awfully cold in the studio. Awfully cold in the studio. This was my one time to get above 500. One time. I had one shot at it. And I screwed it all up. Okay. All right. Okay. Second and 8. Second and 7. Austin Booker, Kansas. Austin Booker, Kansas. He's got 2 sacks. Do you know where Austin Booker came from? Can anybody in the chat tell me where Austin Booker came from? Can anybody tell me where Austin Booker came from? Where did he transfer from? What school was he at last year? Austin Booker. 2 sacks this game. Defensive lineman, defensive end for the Kansas Jayhawks. Undersized. He's still undersized, but he has a twitch. Had a twitch coming out of high school. Had a twitch last year. Same place as Greg Keys. Yeah. He came from the University of Minnesota. Austin Booker. Played here 1 year. We loved him. And then he went in the transfer portal. He's gone. One of the many reasons why I have Minnesota going 6-6 this year, because we lost too many guys in the portal who are going to start for Minnesota this coming up year. Looks like they have filled in some of those answers to a lot of those questions, but not all of them. But Austin Booker was one of these guys who, undersized, don't know if he's ever going to put that weight on that you need him to be in the run game, to stop the run. Don't know how many snaps he's going to get a game, but he's always going to be a pass rusher for the Kansas Jayhawks. And he is a freshman. So you got a lot of years, Kansas Jayhawks, with Austin Booker. Look out. He's got a lot of twitch. I watched him in the practice last year. As a true freshman, he had a lot of twitch. You know what? We're going to have to do something, I guess, with Greg the Cooler. We're going to have to do something in the merchandise store. If you got any good ideas, put it in the comments section. Austin Booker just loves that clean Kansas air. Indiana beating up on the Sycamores of Indiana State. 41-7, Indiana. Taven Jackson, 236 in yards, 18-21. Jalen Lucas, 10 carries, 88 yards. The Sycamores have not been able to do anything on offense. There's 2 minutes to go in the game. 2 minutes to go in the game. The Sycamores, the Indiana State Sycamores have 21 yards of passing offense, 73 yards of rushing offense. They have 94 yards with 2 minutes to go. 94 yards of total offense. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. 559 of total defense offense. A Greg Yeti. A Greg Yeti. But what product would I put that on, AMAC? What product would I put that on? Ted, no more Illinois watch parties this year. Well, except for the Minnesota-Illinois game. PJ Fleck is 0-2 against Brett Bielema. So Illinois is going to be feeling confident in that game no matter what happens during the season. But yes, Illinois has taken a step back. I believe Minnesota has taken a step back. Northwestern's taken 25 steps back. Purdue's taken a step back. The Big Ten West, again, looks to be Wisconsin and Iowa. And Nebraska just isn't going to be ready. I don't think so, to be honest with you, Tony. I don't think so. What happened here on the field? What happened, ladies and gentlemen? What's the call? What's wrong with that play? I don't know what's wrong with that play. Another targeting call? I didn't see the targeting. Review said not targeting. Okay. All right. LFG, need a mug or a tumbler with something cold related and a mini specific on it. Oh, beautiful slant pass. Turns on the Jets. Jayhawks first down, 31-yard line of Illinois. Tony, Greg, you need some extra strength. Gophers, Kool-Aid. I have plenty, but don't like to share. Let's just see what happens tomorrow night. I want to see that passing game in full gear. I want to see things in rhythm throughout the game. I think they can do it. I don't believe the Gophers can have that big-time running game. But the offensive passing game, I think, can be better what they showed last week. I think they're that close. And on defense, Joe Rossi has that unit lighting up once again. I think they're going to be real good against this year as long as they stay away from injuries. And Cody Lindenberg started the season, our best defensive player, injured. Hopefully he's back for tomorrow night. But whatever happens, Minnesota has to stay away from injuries in the back seven of the defense. If they do so, they can pile up the wins. They can put some upsets together. And who knows, maybe challenge Wisconsin and Iowa once again for the Big Ten West. But they got to stay away from injuries. Got to do it on the defensive back seven. 1st and 10, Kansas. They're about to put this game away. Jared Jones, Mr. Buckeye. Look at those angles taken by the Illinois defense. Who's coaching these guys? Mark Ruckert. These are not your grandfather's Jayhawks. Sunflower Showdown might have some heat this year. Oh yeah. Yeah. It is. It is. Picked off by Illinois. Oh boy. Now they got to go down the field. They got to score a touchdown. Probably go for 2 again. LFG Tony. So old I watched the 1975 regional TV KU game in which the Jayhawk legend quarterback Nolan Cromwell starred. Nolan Cromwell. What NFL team did Nolan Cromwell play for? Didn't he play on the NFL team? Nolan Cromwell. Like he was a third stringer for Philadelphia Eagles, Rams. Nolan Cromwell with the Rams. LA Rams. I was thinking, I thought of the Rams, and then I thought to myself, no, that's not Nolan Cromwell. That's Roman Gabriel. Roman Gabriel played for the Rams. Everybody's saying the Rams. Okay, I should have said that. Shoot, I should have said the Rams. Was he with the Rams the same time Roman Gabriel with? So they had Nolan Cromwell and Roman Gabriel at the same time? No. Okay. I'm trying to find after Gabriel. Okay, so this is Nolan Cromwell, All-American quarterback, University of Kansas, Jayhawks under Bud Moore. He started quarterback for 2 seasons, throwing 92 passes, completing 33 for 606. He is one of Kansas' 10 1,000-yard rushers in school history. The NFL, he's drafted by the Rams as a defensive back. played his entire 11-year career with Los Angeles. He was named 1980 NFC Defensive Player of the Year by the UPI and by the Kansas Committee of 101, and was named Football's Digest as the NFL Defensive Back of the Year in 4 consecutive years, 1980 through 1983. He was also selected to play 4 consecutive Pro Bowls. At the time of his retirement, he was the Rams' all-time leader in interception return yardage. 671 yards, completed Illinois, big play, on 37 interceptions. He was named to the NFL 1980s All-Decade Team. Wow. Big time career. Big time career, Nolan Cromwell. Like I say, we talk about everything in college football. Cromwell was a great college running quarterback. We got 1st and 10. Incomplete. Steve, Mr. Bearcat. Like in 1969, I couldn't watch much football that season. Dad caught me smoking behind the shed in the backyard and got grounded for the whole season. Holy cow. Steven had to ride the bench in 1969. Complete. 1st down, Illinois. What I remember most about the mid to late 70s Los Angeles Rams was when the Minnesota Vikings went on to 4 Super Bowls and lost all 4 Super Bowls. They had to beat somebody in the NFC Championship game all those years, and most of the time it was against the Los Angeles Rams. Altmaier, 1st down. Couple of those games was in the mud at Metropolitan Stadium in Bloomington, and the Rams come to play Minnesota Vikings, and they couldn't play on that turf. They couldn't play in the cold. I'm hoping the same thing happens when USC and UCLA visit Minnesota late in the season. I hope they can schedule that. 1st down, 2nd and 1. 10:33 to go in the 4th quarter. Play action pass. Luke Altmaier. 1st down. Tony, I was born yesterday, 1969. Happy birthday, Tony. Happy birthday. My dad turned 93 here on September 3. So 9-3. He turned 93 on 9-3 just a few days ago. So he made it to 93. 1st down, Williams. Somebody needs to tell Kansas the game is still going on. 1st and 10, 9:38 to go. Does Illinois have a chance to cover in this game? Keep going for 2. Keep going for 2. Good run. 4 or 5 yard run. Chuck Foreman, number 44. That's the t-shirt I wore anytime we played football back in the elementary school recess. I wore that purple number 44, got it all torn up, would come back into class all sweaty. None of the girls would pay attention to me, just exactly how I wanted it. 2nd and 6. There's a flag. Could be holding on Illinois. Could be holding on Illinois. Ray LA, $2 super chat. I appreciate your generosity to the show, Ray LA. There goes my 20 and my parlay. Thanks, Illinois. It ain't over yet. It's not over yet. We could get a miracle here. Score a touchdown, go for 3, you're down 11. I don't know. We'll see what happens. See what happens. Ahmad Rashad, a.k.a. Bobby Moore. 2nd and 11. Thank you, Ray LA. Appreciate it. Altmaier back to pass. That does nothing. Williams, couple yards. Was that another targeting? Was that another targeting? Was that another targeting? Thank you, Tony. Red Lakes targeting. Let's see that play again. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh! He got hit in the head. The head was the first thing that the D-back hit. That one angle was nasty. He launched himself. You know what? They got to call it. They got to call that. That was a pure launch. Pure launch. And he hit that head. Now, he didn't hit it with his helmet. Look at that launch. Bam, right in the head. I think they got to call that, Mark. I think they got to call that one. Oh, just the remember it's that launch. Look at that. Yeah, you got to call it. That was just a... Well, Kansas is losing some guys here for the first half of the next game. Illinois and Maryland will feature 2 buffet killers. Well, if I do the show, if I do a watch party of that game, there'll be 3 buffet killers. Touchdown, Altmaier! I'll get back to that point in a second.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Here comes the Fighting Illini. Are they going for 2? Are they going for 2? Yes, they are. This is big now. This is big. He got it. He's in. He's in. They're going to look at it again. Now, the other one, I didn't think he was in. They called it in. This one, I think he was in from the beginning. They got to review that. That knee went down quick. That knee went down quick. They're going to have to review that now. I'm not even going to put it up here. I'm not putting it 23. I'm not putting that 23. I think it's going to stay at 21. Yeah, that's staying at 21. That knee went down quick, and the ball still barely hit the goal line, the end line. In fact, I'm putting 21. I'm not even going to put 23. I'm putting 21. He did not make that. No way, no how did he make that.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Once they come back from the commercials, you're going to see them reviewing it, and it's going to be no good. And it's going to be 34-21. Illinois kick off. They're going to kick it off. Down 13 points. They're still in it, but it's not going to be 34-23. Greg, the referee cooler. I can't possibly get the last two close calls wrong. That is an impossibility. He did not make it. That knee was down, and the ball was not over when that knee went down. Either way, Kansas better wake up. No question about it. No question about it. Greg, it's time for a trip to the optometrist. Get out your eraser. He was short. He was short. Black Rain. Troy Aikman was right. You're going to have to put dresses on these guys. I don't know. That guy launched into him. Launched into him. Okay, we're coming back here. Show the review. Show that they're reviewing it. Don't make me look stupid again, referees. Don't make me look stupid again. That's no good. This seems to be going pear-shaped for me. It doesn't look like they're reviewing it. It looks like John Riggins. Beast. That could be a very highly controversial no review on that play. That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, 34-23. Now, can Illinois stop Kansas two more times? But they got to stop them here, and they got to stop them quick. 8 minutes to go. Illinois has 2 timeouts remaining. They kick it off. First down and 10. Devin Neal, quarterback, took it from the snap. What was the over on this game? Let me check it out here. Let me check it out. The over was 56.5 points. Maybe it changed. So we're looking at, what are we at, 57 right now? It was 56.5 earlier this week. Second and 4. Illinois not only needs a stop, they need a quick stop here. Oh my gosh, he bounced it out. Man, Illinois front 4 didn't make the plays again this game. They didn't make the plays last game. That was supposed to be the strength of their defense, strength of their team, but especially the strength of their defense. He got sacked. He got sacked. There's Newton. There's big time Newton. Big time player. Big time defensive tackle. We talked about him pregame. Randolph and Newton. We're going to have to make some plays. Newton's made some here in the second half. No question about it. Now Illinois has to just buckle down here and get the ball back. They cannot allow another first down. They got to get the stop. Got to get the stop. And they couldn't get the stop. They could not get the stop. First down, Kansas. One more first down, and this game is over. Thanks to you all for joining us this watch party Friday night. Kansas and Illinois, I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, before we leave for tonight, please subscribe to our channel. Smash the like button if you liked our content. Share the video with your family and friends. We appreciate all your comments. Third and 1, timeout. Red Lake says this game is over. That looked to be a first down to me, but I don't know. Appreciate it, Tony. Option. Oh, he slipped. He slipped. That's a 4th down. Now what do you do, Kansas? Now what do you do? Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. I mean, fourth and 3, 4:02 to go. If you kick a field goal, you're only up 16. That doesn't. No, you're up 14. They're going to go ahead and go for it. They're going to go ahead and go for it. Ho! 4th and 3. Single back, shotgun, run, and he did not make it. Illinois has the ball back. Illinois has the ball back. Down 11 with 3 minutes to go. Down 11 with 3 minutes to go. Got to go into your 2-minute offense right here, right now. Get a touchdown. Go for the 2-pointer. Onside kick. Get it. Field goal. Bam. We are into an epic overtime. We need about 16 more things to go right. But it's 34-23. Oh, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. These Big 12, Big 10 refs need to be fired. Wow. Well, look, Illinois, I mean, you get a touchdown, you make another 2-pointer. Now you're 3 points. And that means I get a push. That means that 6-6 Greg the Cooler still remains just a heartbeat away from going from Greg the Cooler to Greg the Heater. I need a touchdown and I need a 2-point conversion. The comeback must continue and it must be completed. Now I know the Kansas Jayhawk fans look like I'm rooting for Kansas. I don't care about anything about you, Greg. Illinois fans are going, Greg, are you crazy? We want to come back and win. Fine. I want to cover. I want to get a push. I want to escape and get a push out of this. Let's go, Fighting Illini. Let's go. My process, Kansas will hold. Sunshine Design, feeling the heat. Yes, feeling the heat. Let's go. Okay, we need to put our Resolve song on. We need to do it. This is when we need something, well, special to happen. We put this song on when we need something special to happen. Resolve, and we need it to happen right now. Let's go. Let's go, Illini. Let's go. Three minutes and 33 seconds to go. You're down 11 points. Everybody was walking out of the exit in the chat room. But you still got a shot. You can still do it. The miracle is still right in front of you. Luke Altmaier to Isaiah Williams. Deep. Throw it deep. Hail Mary. Because we need a Hail Mary. We need a touchdown. And we need a 2-point conversion. No comment. No comment, Dave Bauer. Let's go, Illinois. Let's go. Here we go. Luke Altmaier. 1st and 10, 33. Back to pass. And he gets sacked. The right tackle gets tormented. The right tackle gets destroyed. And then the quarterback gets destroyed. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Black Rain, he's out. Papa Cade says, Greg, the narrator. Ray LA still sees a miracle in place. Throw it downfield. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Chuck the ball downfield, Luke Altmaier. 3rd and 16. 3rd and 16. Okay, you don't have to make it up all at one time here, but you got to throw it downfield anyways. It's 2:41. You need 2 scores. And the right tackle, don't go over the... You went over the line! You went over the line! That's a flag. No self-awareness. No self-awareness. He passed the line of scrimmage. What is he doing on these plays? Miracle's dead. Miracle's dead. Miracle's dead. No, more like this. Fourth down, 16. First down! First down! Big tight end over the middle. Here we go. Here we go. 2 minutes to go. Got to get a touchdown. Got to get a 2-point conversion. Back to pass. Ah! Ah! And they're celebrating. Kansas has defeated the Fighting Illinois 34-23. Big time interception. Kansas Jayhawks. Non-conference win over Big Ten, Illinois, 34-23. Thank you, Hidden Music. Appreciate it. Jerry Jones, can't believe Illinois was even that close with how they played. No name, well, at least it got interesting a bit. Unfortunately, Mr. Klugar, you didn't pay the Big Ten officiating replay booth enough. The freezer is getting the ice ready for you. Right back to go 500, 67. I got another hole I got to dig out of. JB. All right, well, we'll stay right here until the very end, or at least one more first down. But again, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Watch party, PATC, Kansas, Illinois. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun. Even though Kansas had their way with Illinois for the whole first half, Illinois made it a little bit interesting here, especially when you put in the spread. But this is a big-time win for Kansas. This is a big win for Kansas. Look, 2 years ago, if you would have said Kansas wins this game, not that Illinois is a great football program or anything, but Kansas was always desperate for 1 or 2 wins in a season. And now Kansas, their fans, the expectations are rising. The ticket sales are rising. The eyeballs on the product is rising. They're rising more and more donations to rebuild that stadium. Kansas Jayhawk football is on the rebound. They go 2-0. Here we go. Going to finish out this game. David Bauer gives me the frozen face. Hey, Mac, thanks for coming on in. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mark Ruckert. Appreciate it. We like everything in college football. Absolutely. Big Ten going down again tomorrow with Nebraska and Iowa. Thanks, Bill G. Appreciate the super chat. Thanks, Greg. A great weekend to all. A great weekend to all of you. Hopefully we can come on for the Colorado-Nebraska game. We're going to try, but we have some hurdles to overcome. So we see what happens. Cornelius Green, praise the Lord. Greg, praise the Lord. You're absolutely right, Cornelius Green. Thank you so very much. Illinois will probably finish near the bottom of the West. I don't know. Northwestern's going to be at the bottom. Purdue's going to be at the bottom. Maybe Illinois is there, but I was expecting more from Illinois. No, I was expecting more from Illinois tonight. I expected it more last week. We got a third down situation here. I think Illinois is going to call their last time out. Thank you, Bill G, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We got an injury to Randolph. Very good player. Looks like it's its wrist, hand. Kansas Jayhawks play Nevada at Nevada next week. Then at home against BYU. And then at Texas. BYU, Texas, September 23rd, September 30th. Kansas has got some exciting games coming up at the end of September. That's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. AMAX says it looks like something else, Greg. That's got to hurt. Here we go, 3rd and 3. This should be it. Kansas gets the first down. The game is over. 34-23. Congratulations to the Kansas Jayhawks and congratulations to the PATC community. You're no longer 2-10. You are 3-10. This is your comeback as well. And of course, I go down to 6-7 because I can't have success. I cannot enjoy success. It doesn't happen. Not to me. Not to the fat guy of Minnesota. So, stick with us here at Peek Around the Corner for this weekend and upcoming week as we go through week 2. We go into next week for week 3. I'm going to try to do the best I can to do a watch party tomorrow. We may be able to do it. We may not. But I appreciate you all for coming in this evening. Until next time, from all of us at PATC to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.